Amazon are definitely dream companies for many candidates. There is a particular reason why these companies look for a very particular kind of profile. Somebody with good education from top, educational institutes, prior experience in very specific kind of companies. The reason why Google and Amazon look for such people is because in such scenarios, there has already been some level of filtering happening. If you've come from a very good, reputed educational institute, you would have given a comparative exam. It would have been a comparative process to get into those institutes. So these companies know that one level of assessment has already been done. Similarly, if they want people from a very certain kind of background in terms of the work they have done in certain kind of companies, there again, they are familiar with the organization culture in those companies, the kind of people those companies hire. So that is the reason why Google and Amazon will look for a very particular kind of person when they're doing their hiring. If you as a candidate do not have any of those labels, that is, you do not come from a tier one or so-called pedigree institute, you have not worked in any of the companies that they would value, then it doesn't mean that you should give up hope. You can definitely, try and achieve a dream of getting into these companies, but you will have to work extra hard. You will have to have a very good understanding of what is the kind of person they're looking for in terms of the skills. Do your research, understand very clearly what particular role are you suitable for or are you aspiring for in Google and Amazon. What do they require? And if you don't have the labels on your resume, then you have to figure out how to get those skills, how to present those skills to the relevant stakeholder in those companies. If they're looking for work in a particular kind of language, in a particular kind of setting, it's very important for you to try and get that experience. So you can get it in your existing organization, or if you feel your existing organization will not be able to help out there, then try and work on some other projects if you can, or look for work in some other organization where you're working with very relevant projects which will add value to your profile. So it's not something which you can do overnight. It will take time for you to build your profile in a particular direction, but you can definitely get onto that path and don't give up. You can try your best to get into these companies, but you just have to really do your research, have a very good understanding. And I would like to add one more thing here regarding your resume. Most candidates have a very generic resume. So one resume is very similar to some other candidate's resume. It's important for you to highlight your unique achievements, not just write generic KRAs in the resume, but something very specific of what you have done, some project you have done, which would be of interest to these dream companies of yours. And if you can highlight that in a crisp, concise fashion, then it will be something that they would appreciate, they would look out for. So do pay attention to how you write your resume. It's something which you have to think about your work experience. What work have you done? How did you do it? Does it show that you have the ability to solve a problem, or have analytical skills, or be creative or innovative? Think of examples to substantiate all these kind of qualities or all the skills that they are looking for, and that should help you in reaching that place in your career.